And our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Got a nice confidence for Golden State with the win in their last matchup against the Cavaliers. Right now, they're in charge of the season series, up 2-0, looking to go for 3.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's James in at the small forward. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Free throw good, James. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. No matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Klay Thompson. They get it again. Love. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Green. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And Curry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Goes up on the wing. The shot misses. Great D that time from Irving. Love in the post. Started by Green. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by LeBron.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Curry with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Thompson. 20 points for him last game against Chicago.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Here's Mozgov. Following the basket by Draymond Green. Smith wide open. He fires. Traps in the tray. Smith's got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
On its way from Curry for 2. Off the left rim and out. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that, could you?
Yeah,
I know.
Right. He probably just drone on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Andrew Bogut. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in. On the wing, Green. And stolen by Love. On up the court. And again, Kyrie Irving. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Iguodala. He had 10 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game. And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done. You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season. Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partners. They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now, here's Thompson. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Back to Curry. And the rejection by Love. Green, the pass to Curry. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Irving. 6 points for him. James outside. 1 second left. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and you know the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other, and that's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph Curry's out there with Iguodala. Then it's Rush. Then there's Festus Ezeli, and it's Green in at power forward. And so it's Golden State with it. Foul. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And watching Kevin Love, he can do everything on the offensive end, Clark. He's been that way really his entire career, going back to high school.
Yeah, his game is low to the ground, too. No explosive moves or dunks. He takes you on and beats you with skill. Good footwork, smooth shot, sharp passer, and an excellent IQ.
5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And that one hits back iron. So it's the Cavaliers now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there. Irving Irving against Thompson. Love with the screen on Thompson. Irving. Back to Love. Great D that time from Green.
And talking about Love, last season was a tricky one for him. So much of his post offense was taken away by the Cavs scheme, so he just made up for it by averaging the second most threes of his career.
And that one's good.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Blatt. A big point of emphasis for him was playing within themselves on the offensive end. He said in both of their losses to this team earlier in the year, they were allowing themselves to get baited into poor shots, and it cost them. To be at their best, he feels, they need to continue to play their game through all circumstances. Let's see if they can handle it.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate, sharing the ball, and try to limit the one-on-one play.
And if they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed. You know, for Kevin Love, last season was the first time as a pro that he's been asked to defer on offense. Not just to LeBron, but to Kyrie as well. You can bet he and Chris Bosh now have a lot to talk about.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Bulls.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Now, here's Curry. He had 25 points in the win against Chicago.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Stephen Curry. In the corner, Smith with it. Down low. Mozgov's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Curry against James. Thompson outside. Fades and shoots. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four. But the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Shumpert comes in for Smith.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead.